Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Last video was a brief overview of the new raised beds, which you can see are now all up and in place. And then my old cow watering station is also in the row. Right now that one will get filled as well and act as another raised bed. As we can see, the comfrey is absolutely exploded, and this was just buzzing with bees yesterday. And we can see one guy right there having a time of his life. I will be spreading this out quite a bit more, probably later, probably this fall once it starts to die off again, or I might steal a few the outer clumps and transplant those elsewhere. You can see one clump somehow ended up here, even though I do not recollect planting it up here, but it is doing quite well mixed in among all of this clover, which I am letting grow. So that's the garden update. You can see that these are spread far enough apart I can fit the lawnmower in between. I need to move that one that way about 6 to 8 inches, and then I'll be able to fit that way and this way with the lawnmower. I typically try and use a scythe to do in between here, and that way I just come out early in the morning and use the scythe. But as you can see, I've been behind schedule on a lot of things. I haven't even got these filled yet, so I made it so I could just use the lawnmower to get things done real nice and quick. And half of the wicking beds are already planted. It's going to be a beautiful day, so hopefully I'll get a little bit more work done doing that. You can see this mess. These used to be the raised beds that I had here, and that's why there's some spots that aren't quite level and why there's some spots that are bare, but everything will mellow out. What I'm going to do with those is I'm going to make some more potato boxes. And basically all these are 2 foot by 2 foot boxes. So like this one, I would put just a little cardboard down or even just some dirt down, plant the potatoes in, and then top off and let it grow up. And then once it's about 8-10 inches tall, I would put the next potato box on and then fill that up. And instead of rowing up on the potatoes continuously, you just keep increasing the height of the boxes. So I will be using these for that, and I'm not concerned. This is only Thompson's water seal for a coating on it. I'm not concerned about that leaching in, especially because these have been in the ground for 2 or 3 years now. Anything that was going to leach through has. So it mostly just helps preserve the wood, but I think these galvanized ones will last much better, and they raise it up much better. The only thing I'm concerned about is whether they dry out too much or if they heat up too much for some of the plants, in which case, if they're going to just keep drying up, I can run a hose out to water them, or I can do a clay pot just inside and fill the clay pot, cover it, and that'll slowly seep the water out into the bed. As you can see, I didn't put anything down underneath. I am debating on just weed whacking that, or if I want to put something like a hardware wire to keep something from crawling in from underneath, but that'll be a thought for later. Right now I'm just trying to get the garden in. So the potato boxes video will be coming shortly, and yeah, I hope everybody is staying safe and enjoying the summer so far.